Hello, guys, and welcome to a new episode of the Digital Steps podcast, a show where we put the spotlight on a variety of topics and discussions in the marketing and digital world. Today, here, me and Mawahib are going to be speaking about a really interesting topic. But before we do that, hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. Also, you can listen to this podcast in Spotify. Also, you can watch this episode in YouTube if you really want to see this cool setup the team came up with. It's a really nice one, isn't it, Moha?
I'm actually matching my shirt today with the background.
Right. So, Moha, do you want to tell us more about the topic we're going to
Yeah, it's a very interesting topic actually that we have all been through somehow.
Right.
We're actually going to talk about social media in the age of COVID-19.
Yep, that's right.
So basically, we have all been exposed to this, pandemic. We have all been affected by it one way or another.
Right.
So we really want to talk about today is how COVID-19, like in at this time, how it actually affected us and how it actually opened or widened our eyes on different things that we did not even knew, like things can go that way,
Right.
100%.
100%.
So that's a very interesting topic that we have all been through, and I think today, like we have like the experiences that we have been through. Like as an agency, like as a digital marketing agency, the things we have been through, the industries that we have been worked with, the clients that we worked with. And so it's a very interesting thing because, we actually got to see how some of those clients were doing like really well, during the COVID,
Some of them
during
were
the
trying to
pandemic.
sustain during this pandemic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Where some of them were actually kind of not just sustaining, they were actually booming,
Right.
So it's very interesting how this pandemic actually affected each and every, let's say, industry in a different way.
Mohab, what is really more interesting about that is just not only businesses were affected on this, even the behavior of people actually changed.
True.
Even my parents started using TikTok by now, which like wow, it was like okay, how like this thing changed them.
True.
So actually, people have more time actually now sitting in their homes. They just basically have the time actually basically to go through all
consuming,
these things.
just consuming
Exactly.
and so on and so on.
But most importantly for businesses actually, as I said, in our agency, we feel we've seen crazy things. Like crazy. Or even if we can actually if you can actually share with us some of the industries we've been working with in the agency, see like how these businesses actually they scaled up, they took advantage of this pandemic,
and some others were actually just kind of as I said, sustaining or maintaining that kind of relationship they had with their clients or with their audience. Right. So basically what we can say here is like how the power of adaptation is like this is what we can see actually here, and this is like the businesses that were doing so well actually, or the clients that were doing so well were the clients who were able to adapt to the reality we were facing. Basically. So the ability for you to actually shift just because with what's happening in the world and so on. Right. That's what it's all about, and COVID actually taught us that.
Unfortunately, unfortunately, we lost a lot of clients during this pandemic, but we also gained a lot of clients.
Yeah.
It opened our eyes and it opened businesses, to see what social media can actually, do for them. The impact that can actually. How it helped them, to scale up their business, not only just,
even, businesses that were not like even online, or they were like, they started thinking, oh, maybe I should take this online,
Exactly.
Maybe I should go on with, let's say, the trend of like everyone going online and like, keeping up. You have to, at the end of the day,
adapt
keep up.
That's
the main, like, idea of social media, which is having the ability to adapt and keep up with what's happening around you. So they were kind of like in a competition with what's happening, online. Since you see the store next to you is like going online, and this other guy is going online. Is like everyone was trying to come up with this creative idea, to like put out their service, their products in the most creative or way, since everyone was consuming and everyone was on their phone, just like scrolling and scrolling.
Yep.
So that was kind of an opportunity for some, and a kind of a way, or like another opportunity, let's say, for
Right.
other businesses to build a relationship and a trust
with their audience.
with their
Yes,
audience.
yes.
Exactly.
Not
Like,
just leave it behind and just like we will come back after the pandemic and
exactly. And
you
that
know,
was wrong, by the way. Like, some
right.
businesses were like,
We're
okay,
forced.
we're shut down.
Exactly, but that doesn't mean you should actually shut also the relationship,
True.
between your audience and your brand, because you're killing your brand with
Exactly.
that.
It's like you're saying, I'm only here to sell or to provide something, and if
Exactly.
I'm not doing that, then I'm closing. So,
Right.
and that's a very wrong sign to actually send to
Exactly.
a client. Like, if I'm
Wrong.
not selling you something, then
Right.
we're closing.
Yeah, unfortunately, most of these businesses actually follow this approach. They just post it in their Instagram, Facebook, social media, basically. One post is like, we'll see you soon and stay
Exactly.
safe,
And they just, like,
live for
killed.
like 4
Yeah.
3 5 months, and that's it.
True.
But yeah,
That gives a wrong sign, like, as if, like, I'm here to sell. If I'm
Right.
not selling, then bye-bye.
bye.
Exactly. It's not really.
Right.
So I want, like, to share with the audience here is the experiences we had, like, in different industries. Like, for example, the e-commerce, our e-commerce clients, they were booming. I mean,
Exactly.
crazy booming. I was like,
Right.
oh my God,
A
maybe we
lot
should
of
open an
visits.
e-commerce store. I was like, maybe this should be our next
That's
thing.
a treat. That's true.
So I
Yeah.
mean, God.
Yeah, we've noticed actually a lot of traffic coming into the website. It's like more. It's not double. It's actually like 4 times the traffic they used to get before
Yeah.
COVID. Which
Crazy.
actually, we try to actually use this traffic for their advantage and sell these their products especially to these people. So basically, people were visiting more, like because they have time.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
they the traffic, website traffic will increase, of course. Engagement rate was actually also going crazy.
Yeah.
People used to, they're going to follower base. Also the follower rate was actually like crazy too. So we noticed, all these metrics was actually going up. Right. and these businesses actually were taking advantage of that.
True.
And, just putting all their,
At the same time, they were
products.
kind of like also doing that trust kind of relationship thing by saying, stay home, stay safe,
Yeah.
and, like, shop online. And, they were kind of like, still, they were not ignorant of the issue. They were still
Exactly.
acknowledging that issue and, like, providing a service, or let's say a solution for that issue, which is, like, of course, selling online. And
Right.
we have all been, like, through this. We all, like, shopped like crazy during the pandemic.
Exactly. Even you were
Ourselves.
like a shopaholic for a
That's
bit.
fine. Exactly.
Yeah, right.
So I mean, like, it's crazy. But on the other hand, if you, like, look at other industries we dealt with, like the, say, well-being and fitness in general,
Right.
those
They
actually
were forced to shut their retails. They were forced to shut their places.
True.
But
Yeah.
what was a good approach actually to go with is actually to stay updated in the industry, because people, like most of these let's say fitness centers, basically they knew that there's a time where it will come back.
True.
And if you're not updated, if you're not kept your audience updated or exciting for that moment, you actually lost them. Someone else will do that. You know what I mean?
True.
So and that's exactly what happened also with the beauty industry, right?
True. I mean, like, going back to the, like, fitness and
Right.
well-being. I mean, what the smart ones did, actually, they were, like, kind of giving the people, because at the end of the day, me as, like, a fitness center, or let's say I'm, like, as a gym or so on. So, like, let's say I provide the service, I cannot provide the service anymore. You cannot come into my place and, like, work out and so on. So, like, my duty is to still keep you in shape,
Exactly.
I still have to keep, like,
Right.
that's, like, something I'm responsible for. That's
Exactly.
something, that's my idea of why I actually did this thing, and that
Right.
kind of, like, again, like, gives you that kind of trust with your clients. Like, if you cannot even come here and walk in and, like, work out and stuff,
I'll start coaching you
I'll
online.
coach you online. Exactly. I'll give you courses.
100%.
I will,
100%.
there is always that way. Like, and what this does is, like, this relationship, building this relationship during COVID, where you cannot actually give your service, this actually will, like,
Build more trust.
build more
actually.
trust. And, like,
Exactly.
after COVID, people will be like, no, this guy was with me during
Exactly.
bad times, so I should probably be with him
Exactly.
during good
100%
times.
right.
Yeah.
Definitely. And yeah, that's actually, that's like you say, that was a smart move. It's just like,
True.
how about you adapt with it? You don't
Adapting.
really need
It's a
to,
key word here.
exactly. You don't really need to just leave it behind and say like, what can I do now? It's just like I have to shut my down and just sleep until this
True.
pandemic finished, and will I come back?
We're closing.
Right. And that's the wrong approach, guys. So what was actually like, these people were really smart. They're taking it over, trying to adapt with the situation. This is what everyone should be, we believe, should be doing until this moment. And we've seen this right now. Businesses are actually like, everyone is back to normal, almost back to normal, like, and they just need to adapt with what's happening. And all these businesses started to do something about it.
Exactly.
Come up with something creative that actually how can I provide my service in this pandemic? So
exactly.
this question
that actually taught us how to like be even stronger, during tough times, and it made those businesses actually like be even tougher when things were actually back, because I've been through this during bad times, so I'm stronger now. I stood up like during the bad times. So actually, like, what doesn't kill you actually makes you stronger, basically. So so that's
how about the beauty industry? You actually, some, like, even now they open, but some of their services are closed, like massage, right?
Yeah, they just started like providing that again. Right. Like, they're slowly but slowly,
Right.
About that, actually beauty industry is a very interesting field again.
Yeah.
It's kind of similar to the fitness industry and so on, but they were actually like sending their services to your home. Like, so if say I'm a beauty salon or something, and my clients still need to do their nails, we're still humans at the end of the day. We still love to take care of ourselves,
Right.
So instead of like, if you cannot come to my salon, like, let's say, or like my beauty center or so on, if you cannot do the service at my place,
I'll come to you.
I'll come to you, exactly. So it's either by providing home services to you, or maybe by sending a kit where you can actually, do it yourself. I can teach you online, So we actually, during COVID, what we did, we did actually educate people, how to do it yourself, DIYs,
Right.
So like, do it yourself.
Right.
Exactly. So if others would be like, why should I teach, my potential clients or so on to but no, that's actually like
giving them value in these kind of situations.
Like, at the end, you're here for the client, you're here to actually deliver the needs of your client.
100%.
And that's what definitely.
And they, of course, they were like, these they would come to your house, but of course they will be following the safety instruction.
True.
And all that
That's
stuff.
very important.
And most businesses started to highlight that, how they sanitize their place, how they sanitize their vans when they come to you, and all that stuff, and the equipment and all that stuff.
That was like a very important thing, like, to actually highlight on social media how we clean, how we take care of this, how we actually like spray this product or like clean it somehow to actually send it to you in the safest way possible,
Right.
Those things, the trust you actually build on social media is what really matters, It's like this kind of thing that builds up, you might think, it's just like a way of, the fact that you're even sometimes announcing on social media that, okay, we're closing these services just to be cautious and, for your well-being at the end of the day. This kind of gives the client a way of saying,
we're not just for money,
exactly,
we're just
they
for
care.
your safety.
Exactly.
Right.
True.
100%. Yeah. And what is really amazing on that, also these social media platforms were actually helping businesses in this pandemic. Like, for example, Facebook actually launched shops, right?
True.
And now like in the current time, shops is actually active for almost all the e-commerce businesses, if I'm not mistaken, in the UAE, right? And like with this feature, actually people can have their storefront basically for free in Facebook or Instagram, people where they can actually browse their products and services in all the platform, they don't like, which is really, really nice feature from Facebook.
Very powerful,
to actually, exactly. True. People actually to start selling more, showcase their products, their services in a very, very easy way. And, most importantly for these businesses, actually for free. They're not paying for it. So it's like a money machine made for you, which for free.
Right there.
Right. And same thing happens to Instagram. They started releasing stickers, like for food ordering, also stickers like stay home.
Yep.
Also, they also had a sticker for supporting small businesses, where you can mention businesses, right?
True.
Which helped a lot of businesses, and was really 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 nice from them. Video also, like in YouTube. YouTube released a video tool where people actually can create videos, and share and start help them to communicate with their audience,
like a video
basically.
builder or something.
Exactly,
Yeah,
a video
yeah,
tool
true.
builder, which gave the ability for these businesses to actually communicate with their audience. You know what I mean? And that tool actually was in development for a couple of months, and then because of this pandemic of COVID, YouTube actually accelerated this. So they can actually start right now, and they did,
Interesting.
which is really really nice, and it helped a lot of businesses with these kind of things. So
Definitely.
social media actually helped them like crazy. Businesses were suffering, and the people who found a way to actually to get out of it. Actually, they used social media. They used to build their own website, even just to start, or mobile app, or just to start selling from there, because they knew this is the only way right now to actually come back, basically.
Exactly.
Right?
Even for the ones that did not even have anything online, they were like, I need this as a kind of, an infrastructure for me. Like, this should be there. And like, whatever, even during COVID or not COVID, this is like a main thing that I should be having right now.
Right.
They're like more conscious right now about the importance of those platforms. It was, before the COVID, it was even harder sometimes when we talk to clients to understand, or for them to like absorb the importance of social media when you talk to them sometimes, and like explain how you can actually do this and do that through social media and through the power of the digital world.
Yeah.
But right now, like
they're more aware of it. They know that it's actually the only thing that actually can help them with this. So yeah, so COVID has changed behaviors, changed businesses. It took businesses from down to up. It helped them a lot. And we try to support all these businesses with what we do so far.
Definitely. In good and bad. Good times and bad times.
Right. It was a really really nice topic. We really wanted to talk about it, because we think this is actually something most businesses need to know about. I mean, like almost everyone should know about. Social media is, for everyone. And everyone can use them. As I said, it's for free. You can just hop on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, YouTube, whatever content you can add. Just be out there.
Start building that relationship with your clients.
Be out there. People wants to see you. Don't be afraid. Your product, your service, whatever you're offering. Even it could be you as a blogger, it could be you as an influencer, it could be something. But so 100%, this is really really was an interesting topic, Moahab, and looking for more interesting topics.
More is coming.
Guys, again, thank you so much for listening and watching. Again, hit the subscribe button. If you're not subscribed, you can also watch us in Spotify. Also watch us in YouTube to see this awesome
and see my matching shirt.
Right. Guys, leave your comments about this setup, about the whatever you think,
just hit it.
Right. Hit it. And about the topic, if you guys think anything we missed and all that stuff.
Any questions as well, we're ready to answer.
Right, we're ready to answer everything. Leave them in the comments section and we'll be happy to answer them as All right, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for listening, and have a great day.